ladies and gentlemen. My name is Parker, and I am Gaming After 40. Today we are continuing with our card shop simulator. So let's get started. And today I want to focus on getting an expansion or two in the main store. And I want to I'm going to relocate some of these shelves to make it a bit more... let's see how much I can squeeze out of the poor customers, yeah? So I'm going to actually start with that. I'm going to try and get more shelving in so I can get to the expansions quicker. So let me get these shelves rearranged. I don't really have a plan. This is more a stream of consciousness move. I'm going to keep that on the side because it's not related to the cards. Let's see, which I have the orange ones, so let me grab the blue box. I'm going to do it this way. It is now going to look like a very small card shop. Let me get this out of the way. A lot of the card shops that I went to that are small, the one I go to is pretty dang big, but the other ones are not, and I kind of want to mimic them. So it may not make a lot of sense, but it doesn't really need to because these aren't real shoppers. Let's see, I also want, let's get this box here. I'm going to put it right here next to that. Does that make sense? You know what? That'll keep them shopping. That'll make them go to the other sides for things instead of going in order. Actually might be a good idea to do it this way. So let's see, can I get my second set in here? Let's find out. Come on. There we go. And then the reds. I don't have the purple. I do have the purple boxes. That's okay. So I've got these three. I've got these. I'm going to put this off to the side. So obviously I need to order more stock as well. Let me turn the lights on before I forget. Alright. So I'm going to try and fill my legendary out first because I want people to buy more of those. And if I have more in stock, maybe they will be more inclined to buy them. 2, 4, let's see, I have 2 shelves. Yeah, 4 should be enough. Alright, let's get that ordered. I don't want to do it this way. Why'd I click that? Oh yeah, no. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. There we go. Okay. And then I will save that. Alright, let's go save my wonderful stock from thieves. Good thing that doesn't actually happen. Let's get these stocked. I'm going to stock one shelf at a time just so I get used to the order I just put everything in. Again, this would not happen in real life. You would have a planogram team that plans out where all the shelving will end up going or how it's stocked, so maybe not in a small store, but yeah, at least in real life, bigger stores will do that. But me, I just throw things around and hope it works out. I'm also going to chase those wonderful cards again. That's why I'm kind of overstocking on, well, not overstocking, getting these fully stocked so I can pull some off the shelf at random. Now I'm going to go to purple and order a couple of orders of those. Probably 2 boxes, maybe 3. I'll pull 3. Because I have a storage shelf unit that I can utilize, so let me grab that. Not enough money. Oh yeah, right. I don't need 3 epic card packs. I'm thinking I have the smaller packs. I can do that. Let's purchase that. Grab these and stock them. Oh, how'd you escape? Well, we're just gonna have to take care of you in a second, won't we? Yeah, sometimes if the machine hasn't reset, you'll still get someone who can sneak in with a stench. Alright, box has no item in it. Good. Grab one of these. Oh. Alright. Face it. Chemical bath. There you go. That was fun. Actually, that is kind of fun, now that I think about it. Now that I don't have to, now that's not part of the normal workflow, it's fun. Alright, let's get this stocked. Cool. Let's put this on the shelf. let's grab these and fill what I have. Other side, yeah. There we go. These aren't selling too badly. Alright. Let's close that back up. You don't really have to. You put it on the shelf, it closes on its own. I'm just a little bit, not manic, but I like things to be closed before I put it on there. I guess it's just a habit thing now. I'll grab one box of these, and let's go ahead and get that. When we close, I might rearrange it because now my want to make things in order is outgrowing my want to see chaos. Okay, we'll put that up. And let's stock the sleeves under accessories. And here we go. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, I did buy an extra expansion, that's right. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more today. Let's bring these out. Nothing like a lazy day spent just stocking. Yeah, we actually had, when I worked where I worked, we did have someone who liked to stock. He liked to stock to get away from doing other work. He hated register. Hated it. So he would find something to stock, and I have a feeling I caught him one time, I think, unstocking and restocking. I don't know if it's true, but it sure looked like that's what he was doing. It just proves that it's harder to be lazy than it is to actually do the job you signed up to do. Not that I haven't tried to escape work once in a while, you know. I'm sure we've all done that at some point. Especially in a high-stress, high-volume job, like merchandise would be, or concierge at hotels, or servers at restaurants. That's something else I did. I worked at a chain restaurant, and empty. I definitely didn't go in the walk-in cooler or freezer and punch the door before entering. No. And we never used the. If you work in not hotel, if you work in the restaurant industry, I wonder why you were taught to cut down boxes by punching them. Come on, you got to know why. It's better than going violent in the store, right? All right. Let's see. Or is it just me? It might just be me. You know. Fond memories. Yeah, let's see. Oh, no more. Okay, I'll have to order another one. I might get to the point where I have one of each of the main card expansions bought and put them in there. Oh, the line's out the door. Should I be? No. You know what? You gotta learn your lesson. Don't look at the line, just handle the person in front of you. Let's get. Still can't unlock that. I have $8.25. Let me pay my bills while I'm thinking about it. And now let's go back and see. Oh yeah. Also, how much is my next one? $10.50. Okay. So I want to at least get one expansion today. Let's get 2, 3 box. Nope. Can't. All right. So I'm probably going to continue the cube shelving this way because there's a lot of play mats to get. There's actually a few boxes too, deck boxes to get as well. There's 4 colors, so red, green, yellow, and blue, I believe. There's 3 here. What other shelving do we have? There's 4 of these, so technically I could do 2 metal racks first? Maybe? Oh, the personal shelf too. I was talking about that. Display shelves, a new counter. I don't have anyone to man it though. Ooh, we can now get the pack opening machine. So there are machines that you can put in, and after a set number of hours, they will open all the packs of what you put in. And you can mix and match all the packs, so I may end up getting that. I don't like this lonely table anymore. Let me go ahead and put it over here since I moved the shelving. I know in the future I'm going to have the cubes down. Well, let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay. That'll work. I might get the... Okay, if I get the wire racks, 200 each. Alright, let's grab them. It's currently 5:56. Alright, so we've got some time. Let's go ahead and put those there. I don't like these, but they'll do in a pinch, and they also do have 4 containers. If I really wanted to look at it, let's see. Does it show us? Yeah, so it does show you each compartment has a volume of 32. So it does give you the volume of each shelf unit. It's 32 and 4. The boxes are deck boxes. What do they come in? They come in 16 or 8. Okay. I'm going to unlock one and then wait to get the others, but I will purchase if I can. I cannot. Okay. I also should see if I can set anything out on deck. I thought I saw green for a second. Nope, nothing on deck. Alright, that goes back up. And let's open up the purple. I see a couple missing there and a few missing there. Again, you can actually look at the amount on space and see that I have a max of 32, so if you're missing any, you don't really have to guess, but I do tend to just hold the button over it, and I'll put that back. I'll take that label off for now. Let's get... I'm now at 298. Let's go ahead and order my first red box of red, and $5 delivery fee. Alright, just gives me 75. A new product ought to bring a little bit more business, maybe. If anyone does know how this system calculates the amount of people in a room, I mean in the store, please let me know. How did you pick something up without a price on it? There's no price on it. You're not getting it for free, you little punk. Oh, okay. I said in a couple of videos I don't like that there's no bat system. I wish there was now. Knock him over the head for stealing my stuff. Maybe they will put one in. Maybe that's in the future. That's another thing. The developer, I haven't seen an update for this game since I bought it. So I'm starting to think, well, it hasn't been that long. I gotta look at the development and see how long it took them before. Oh, well. Games do take a long time to make, and if you're a solo developer, it takes even longer. Oh, wow, where'd that come from? Out of nowhere, 541. Someone bought a lot of something. Orange. I am completely missing orange boxes. Let me get those. I will get those because I think they make me a pretty good amount of money. I have to look at cost versus price, though. I know per pack I'm not getting that, or not per pack, per box I'm not actually getting that much in profit. But if I go higher than 20%, people will not buy. I have sunk a store before doing that. Alright, I'll put this on here. Alright, and then I need... Well, do I need another box? Nah, I can let that ride for now. What else am I low on? Nothing really. Buy more orange. People are buying the red. You're not going to get any players. Get out. Okay. Let's see. This is doing okay. Although I need to buy... I'm going to buy the larger pack. No, I'm not. I'm going to wait. Because the machine does go through a lot. It uses more than a person uses when they manually spray, but I think it's because it does clear it out. Again, I do like the fact that they use in-store items during their gameplay. The stuff that I'm selling inside. I kind of wish that it wasn't the only thing that they had access to and that they would bring their own so I could see other arts before I bought into them, but it does also kind of tell you what you have in stock or in store, what licenses you bought, and what you put out actually. So I think you have to purchase the full box instead of just a license for it to show up in the store and have a shelf unit for it. Alright, we're closed. $5.94, not a bad day. I'm not going to stock anything right now. I'm just going to end the day. And on this next day, I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to open the store. And this time, I'm going to let it ride a little bit to try and get that future expansion. I'm going to only stock what's absolutely necessary and what I don't already have a stock for. Let me move this up. Close that off. I don't know why I did it that way. That's fine. I might have some purple to put out. Let's see. Am I missing any? Am I missing any? I don't see. Oh, yep. Okay. Excuse me, sir. Or ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. My bad. Alright. You're ready to sell or buy. My cashier will be with you shortly. Where the heck is he? Oh. He came the other way. Alright, got it. I don't know if they come from the same direction every time, if all of them come from the same direction or what. It is... I have $230 to purchase, so I did say I didn't want to spend much, but maybe fill out those accessories. Let's just do one box. It seems 32 doesn't equal the same amount as a deck box, which makes sense. 32 is probably the card amount. So if you played this game, what did you start with? What items did you start selling first? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, get rid of this. Toss this out. Yeah, there's another line. Again, I don't think... Let me check the reviews, but I don't think that they really care about the weight. Hope they keep that price though. Oh! Let's go back through. Market 20 round. Market 20 round. Market 20 round. Market 20 round. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not making too much on these. Round. I don't think anything changed majorly enough to actually warrant this. Eventually, you can make your staff reset card prices or shelf prices to the correct pricing based on this. You can actually set it to do market price plus 20 and then round it. I don't necessarily need to do that, but if I can keep his the cashier's timing down, we should be able to get through lines quicker, obviously. We need to make them more efficient, so setting the price to round will do that. I am out of those, so I will purchase that. Let's go to accessories and purchase the playmats. I think it was this one. I'm not going to stock those on a shelf. Not yet, at least. Let's go ahead and grab that. And set them out. Am I completely out of anything else? No. Okay. Well, yeah, this is going slower than I thought, the cashier. What's he up? Oh, wait. No, that's a lot of bonus. No. No one's bought that yet. I think I'm going to do a rack of each color, maybe, instead of just... Because that was 5 shelves. I didn't realize. I thought it was only 4. I may redo that. One should be out. Yep. Let's refill that. Alright, that's the last box. I do need to order that. Let's get this. Oh, I didn't order it. I always forget to go to the final bit The furniture you can't buy in bulk, and I find that kind of weird. I would like that to be something you can buy in bulk instead of just one at a time. But there's no shipping costs on it that I could see either. This is kind of weird. As the thing you would that would cost them, or not cost the most to ship. Yeah, actually, what cost the most to ship would be a large piece of furniture. So that's something they don't get right in this game. You know, I criticize this a lot, but in reality, I love this game, obviously, because I keep playing it. It is I won't say a fantastic game. There are better simulators out there, and we will be looking at others. But this particular one is a specific niche that I like. It is well made. It is got a good grid snapping system. Even though I want training for the staff system is good. It is actually, for me, a problem that it's too good when it comes to stalkers. The just the way things are built in this, I do enjoy it, and I guess it just hits just the right dopamine receptors, and it gives me stress relief from a long week like the one I had this past week. I do work full time. I'm a hotel concierge, and if you have never worked in the service industry, you wouldn't believe how close to a bartender it is, how much you hear about people's lives when you really, really don't want to. So it gets mentally draining sometimes. And this was one of those weeks. See, it didn't go off. It's off. Why is it off? Did I set it off by accident? Come here, you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. New car smell. But no one's going to want to ride that. Okay. God, that was a terrible joke. You know what? Just going to go with it. Okay. I'm at 770. I've got a pretty good line. I did just see the air freshener work. So since I've got a pretty good line going, I'm going to open up some. Whoop. Come on. Grab the right one. There you go. There you go. So there's 9. Let's go ahead and well, I was going to say unbox them. Let's unpack these. Awesome. I know these won't give me as much as a legendary. I should probably buy a legendary box just to pull out of, but I really need to save up some money. I mean, I'll expand and have no shelving to put into it, but it's the idea, it's the fact that I can expand. I want to kind of give myself that little pat on the back, you know? See something grow that I have something to do with, even though it's digital. Yeah, nothing good pulled out of that. Okay. See how my players are doing. Is it the... Alright. Do you have the same cards? I don't think so. Nope. Okay, that's good. At least they were able to randomize that. Oof. Oof. My dude. Do you need a break? Oh yeah, lights. Okay. Let's go into the Reno. 1050 bot. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's grab this. And then this one. Oop. So the right bumper is for decoration, and that's what I keep hitting, if you're wondering. The left bumper is for picking things up. Alright. So now I've got this. I'm going to continue working on that. So this area, it is cramped, but they seem to be working around it. I think that looks good. Not running out of these yet. I'm not really running out of those yet. I'm not really running out of those. Do I have a box still? Let's grab these. Get rid of these boxes, yeah? So I'll take care of this. And one day I'll get the recycle thing. It costs a bit of money. I really want that though, because you can stack recycled cardboard on them, and you can rebox things, so you can like set it down and open card packs that are on the shelf instead of holding just one measly handful. As a matter of fact, let's grab some. I know there's not a lot on there, but whatever. I forgot that. Okay, well, let's get a couple of hands. I don't need that many. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Sorry if you can hear some noise in the background. There's a storm currently. I live in Florida, so yeah, we get storms a lot. Imagine that. But sorry for any noise you might hear. The wind is really howling tonight. Alright. Got these. God, this art. Man, I wish I could draw like this. I really do. I wish I could, even digital art. I wish I could do it. I do have digital design, but I'm a graphic designer. I cannot draw to save my life, which is why I did it as a personal thing, personal improvement instead of actual professional. Let's see. Nothing good so far. This is killing me, man. So if you do play TCG games, what's your favorite kind of packs to pull? Like, what's your favorite TCG game? Trading card game. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What's your favorite TCG? Just gonna leave that in. Let that live there. Alright. Let's see what we got in here. $40. Alright, not bad, not bad. So I have sent off some to get graded. When I get those graded cards back, I will be putting out the table again. Oh, sweet. We have almost $840 already, which means I need to go check my stock, because that's quite a lot to be up from where I was at 65 before I started pulling these packs. Anything good? Nope. Alright. Nothing here. 921. Wow. I mean, it was a long line, so it makes sense. He might be selling quick items that are costly, like a couple of those boxes. 37. Alright, got a hollow. Love it. I do like also, it's not just the artwork, it's the shaders added to the artwork. The shaders are like the hollow effect and the other effects that can happen on here. They're well made because they do look like real life. They're not like the fake ones that people sometimes put in their games where the background is actually moving, which can't happen, at least not yet. Maybe one day someone will make electric cards. I don't know. I hope not, because those will be way more expensive than they need to be. But who knows? Maybe they'll find a cost-effective way of doing it. I know that Adobe helped create a dress that could change color on stage for one of their Adobe Directs. Or maybe it was Photoshop World. It was something. But, yeah, it hasn't quite made it to this level yet, to where we can make paper cards. I mean, cards that feel like paper or look like paper or as thin as paper, but can change or have dynamic backgrounds. That would be awesome. And maybe one day we'll get to that point. I kind of hope not, because that's just more electronic crap that people will end up throwing away. It'll be even worse than batteries. Well, I have 1368. I'm going to get Am I? 1200. Yep, I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab the next expansion. There we go. Okay. So, time to push these back. Oh, come on. There we go. There you go. Very good. Let's install this shelving, and here we go. Snap it. I don't know why I have to be so exact. The store design doesn't even affect customers, which I kind of want to see customer flow as a thing in this game. Like how they walk, where they walk. They could be how am I going to put this? Things are intentionally placed where they're at in stores to drive traffic to specific sections through specific sections. Electronics is always in the back because that forces you to go through the store in order to get to the items you want the most. But you going through the store will remind you, hey, I need this, and will hopefully make you buy something else. It's a common trick, and it's the easiest example to give. So those of you who have always wondered why electronics is almost always in the same section, it's in the back middle, back right, or back left corners. It's always there. That's usually why. If they're really smart, they make you pass. Well, they'll put it in the left corner and say put toys right next to it, because electronics usually mean adult children, so like me. So yeah, that really works on us. Alright, I'm not going to necessarily buy new stock, but this shelving is looking pathetic, and I can actually do what I want to do now. So let's do that. I'm just going to restack it. One single column of items to start, but I am going to change that. I think this will work. Okay. One more, and I can't really do one on the end. I don't want to make it so cramped that it makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, that's what that's doing. Let me try over here. I know it closes off that part of the store though, so let's not do that. Let's keep it like this. Why is it not snapping? I don't have. That's weird. Why aren't you snap? There it goes. That was weird. Okay. Check that. So let's end this last day and see where the next day takes us. I've done what I wanted to do as far as the expansion goes. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get at least 2 more expansions in. I've got more shelving space than I thought I would have now. Let me open up. So I can kind of rearrange things the way they were. Because for me, I gotta see it like that. So I had it in back order anyway, in the incorrect order anyways. Let's do it this way. Let's grab this. I'm going to make this the main thoroughfare to start. Let's back it up closer, closer, closer. I just don't want to feel uncomfortable. I get uncomfortable even though I know it's not real. It's I don't know what it is. I've got a touch of claustrophobia, I think. I bet you thought I was going to say a touch of something else. Yeah, no. I'm not sure about that, so I won't say that. But I do know that I get very uncomfortable in tight spaces, even in video games, which I know is weird because I'm not really there, but it is what it is. I know that affects me when it shouldn't. I'm going to buy some new shelving and make sure my cashier is working. Yeah. Okay, let me get the lights on. I'm going to let the money build up a little bit. Oh! A 10, a 9, a 10, a 9, a 10, a 4, and a 10. Okay. Let's open up the album. I'm going to go to the graded card. So grading is a real life thing if you didn't know it. You can send your cards off to be graded. They will be graded based on wear and tear, the color matching. There's a lot of things that go to grading. But when they get graded, they get added value. Anglerfish, that's awesome. It's gem mint, so it is level 10. It means that that card, the anglerfish, is worth $463. I think the things that I sent off was no more than 100. So that paid for the 1367. That paid, I believe, for the entire thing. Let me make sure. So I go back in here. The grading is based on number of cards, and I usually do I think the 7-day, I believe. Let's go to Tetramon, the original. Oh, full art card. I'm going to do that anyway. So 172. Oh yeah, this is a bit janky, the way you have to control it. 45. 44. So some of these are worth sending anyways. 42. If I end up with a gem, I might end up with a couple of $100, even out of the 41. Well, maybe not that much, but maybe 100 or two possibly. So let me see. I think 12-day. I believe I usually do the 7-day, so I'll go ahead and do that. So yeah, that definitely paid for itself. Alright, I am going to get the card display table before we end, I hope, right here. Let's see. I want to also buy a shelving unit here. I may not be able to, so I may have to wrap it around, which is okay. Or I can put, I don't want to put it against the window. Again, it's not The Sims. It doesn't have, well, okay, The Sims doesn't anymore either, but at one time the decor affected things more than just giving a mood lit. I kind of, window appeal I wish was a thing, even though the store does look kind of empty now that I've expanded so much. Let me get these down there, or at least this down here, so it looks like I have something. Yeah, there we go. Because I know it's not real and it doesn't affect the NPCs, but it affects me. And to be quite honest, I'm the only person in this world, so that's all that matters. I literally am the only thing that matters in the game. That's kind of a weird statement to think about and could send you into an existential crisis. I'm not going to think about that anymore. I forget how games are, like, even in MMO, even though there are other people, you are the most important person to yourself, which is probably true in real life for some of you. I will say that's probably not the most accurate statement to make about yourself, but you know, you do you. In any case, I definitely like what I'm seeing here now, and going to get away from existential crises. Sorry. It's not something I intended to do to myself, let alone you guys. Alright. Come on, my dude. Go quicker. Well, I'm at 6:02, so I'm going to get out the card table. I'm going to get it out, and I'm going to put it behind where I wanted to, right here. Make everyone as uncomfortable as possible. Just get it close to that. There we go. As close. There we go. Alright, get out my handy dandy book. I'm going to go to graded cards. I'm going to try and sell the new graded cards that I have. I should be building these up too, but let's be honest, this is a start. Okay. So I'm going to put these out. They shouldn't touch them until there's a price on them, but we saw earlier that that doesn't always hold true. Okay. I'm going to do plus 20 and round. Done. 20, round done. 20, round done. You know, the first time I got a $100 card, the very first time I got a $100 card or above $100 card was the best time I had in this game, and I can still remember that memory. I still have that memory, I mean. But then, you know, in the same game, I started getting $1,000 cards and multi-$1,000 cards, and then I think I sold one for 40,000. So like, it kind of loses its edge after a while. And I mean, the money is not real, so it's not actually doing anything for me. I still haven't bought that. Oh yeah, because of the pricing. And now this one's available too. No, let's not. Let's not. What do I need to purchase? I need the orange packs. Let's go ahead and buy those. I'll get 2 boxes. That should fill all the slots. Alright. Grab them and fill. There we go. So if this is the kind of content you enjoy, please like and subscribe. Let me know that you like what you see, and I'll keep making these videos. Let's grab these, put them on there, and kind of want, well, that's entirely gone, but I still have more up there. That's okay. I still have 2 play mats. Oh, nope. Okay, fine. Fine. Shouldn't have said anything, huh? Alright. Let's grab 1 and 1. Oh, I know. Oh, I must have sold all the cards. Yeah, I did. Okay. So now I have enough to do what I want a little bit more. Let's get these out. I maybe I might get a stalker. I don't know. I mean, I'm making enough money now. I'll leave that for the next video, I think. I may just wait until next video to hire a stalker, but that does mean that I should get a storage room, so I need to open this up. And I kind of want to separate the play area from the shop area, so I might actually change the store up again. Maybe on the next video, to where over here are all the free cards, not free cards, the freestanding cards. I might put them out there instead. Let me see. I've got to stock. Everything's still kind of there. Let's put some more cards to sell out, because I know I still have some cards. I don't have any ghost cards yet. Yeah, I just want to make sure I didn't pass one up by accident. Whoa. Whoa. Clip alert. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe with less clipping. Alright, next thing, I want to do by price, because I swear it didn't do it right in the graded section. Let's grab these. So once you set a price, it actually kind of sticks. So if you have already priced something out, it'll stay priced like that until you change it again. And again, there's actually a staff setting where you can set card prices, and that's separate from the shelving price, which I thought was really a smart idea. Very smart. Very smart. Alright, let's get the market price up to 20 around. And again, I'm only rounding because he is still slow as molasses, which, wow, you can tell I slow as molasses. Yes, I'm actually from the south. By south I mean Florida, so I might have a southern tinge I'm not aware of, but I also have those stupid sayings. Thought I stopped saying those. Okay. Already someone's bought some. Yeah, I'm running out of this pretty quickly. I kind of still really want that bigger one. I'm at 25.48. And they have bought so many of these. My issue is setting them up to sell. It's hard to keep up with once you have once you start selling, you can sell out and you're still putting them out. I don't mind selling. Oh God. Okay. Sorry, the controls are really wonky with album related stuff, so apologies for doing that. Now I'm putting out the $4 stuff, which means I'm running out of cards, so I really need to start pulling packs. Oh wow, yeah, because it's one card, right. Okay. So this day is almost done. I have done what I needed to do. I wanted to expand twice, and I did. I wanted to get out this wonderful card table again, and I did. Which, that made me feel accomplished, to actually get out the card table and sell cards that were worth it. So I'm going to 845. I'm not going to be able to pull much out. Let me get a couple of packs from my legendary shelving. I'm going to pull those while we end the night. Hopefully get something good. I mean, all of this is good, but... Oh! Yep. God pack. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's exciting. Holy cow. 1531 on this run. I got enough to get it graded. You know what? I'm going to do it now. I'm going to make a new submission, and I'm going to send those suckers. And I'm going to do it as fast as I can afford to. Just because I want it done. Hey, why aren't you... Come on. Redo it. There you go. One. Wow, that was... Wow. And my last pack pull. That... Fortuitous is what they call that. Oh, that was so good. That was so cathartic seeing all those pop off. Man, I needed that. And of course, it only gives you... Yeah, well, I'm not going to say only. So that's 330. That's 1610. 12,000? Wait, 12,000. Excuse me? What? Ah! I didn't want to do that either. Sorry. Okay. I have got to redo this. 12,000? I don't... Wow. I'm not doing that. Okay. Let's see. And one more. How much? $10,510. No, absolutely not. It jumps so quickly. Wait, it's exponential. I mean, 4 days isn't that long. I'll go ahead, stick the last one on there. Yeah, I don't know why I pulled it up. All right, I'm gonna, yeah, 1610. I'm okay with that. All right, that was annoying. Wow, that's so much money. Let's grab these. Oh, $219. I'll take that. Okay. Let's go. And market price plus 10 round and doop. Market price 10, 20 round done. All right. So I've got these out. Let me kick these barbarians out because closed store means closed store. Get out. You? Okay, you might want to buy something. Good. No? There we go. Yeah. You buy that card. Yeah, that's right. What was it? $6? Get out. Get out of my store. Both of you. I'd fire you, but I need you. Okay. Well, that was another couple of days in TCG Card Shop Simulator. Thank you for joining me. The next video will be a demo. I believe I'll be looking at Rover's Tales, which is something I just discovered on my new Sunday Unwind video, which I will have not a link to, but a card at the end for that. and also a link in the description below as well. So if you enjoyed that, join me on my playlist for the TCG Card Shop Simulator. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and may your travels be wonderful. Thank you for joining me. Have a good evening.